The next great fighter is Errol Spence Jr. No tales of dysfunction or deprivation, not even any scar tissue, visible or otherwise. He's a nice, well-adjusted kid. I mean, what he does in the ring, the way he hits you, it's scary. And now he's finally at that place where expectation meets reality. When I watch you, it doesn't sound like other fighters. When you hit guys, it sounds like you're hitting a bag, there's a thud. When you sink it in there, do you know?
Yeah, I know. Your body don't lie. You know, it's just certain little things, like they might breathe a little bit different, they might, you know, inhale heavily, or, you know, the body might dip down. You hit somebody with a body shot and they kind of drop a little bit, or their posture changes, or their hands are no longer, you know, up, it's down by where their body is. It takes a lot out of it. It takes your legs, your wind, everything. So it's hard to recover.
Takes your heart.
Take your heart to it. It's hard to recover from a body shot.
Do you remember the moment where you first really, really hit a guy? Where you understood, oh wow, I can hit?
It was the silver gloves. I hit a guy and knocked him out. And he was saying that he couldn't move his legs. And I was like, man, I can crack.
You start to really smile with that recollection of the silver gloves. Like, you don't talk loud, you don't boast, but I can see you come alive when you talk about knocking that guy out. What'd you hit him with?
Hit him with a straight left. I mean, who doesn't love knockouts? That's the ultimate way to win in boxing, a knockout.
Did he tell you he couldn't move his legs?
No, he was yelling it out to the he was yelling it out to the.
Look at you trying not to laugh. He's trying not to laugh.
He was yelling it out to the referee in the dock. So I kind of heard him from across the ring.
And then you knew you were big and bad, huh?
Not big and bad, but I knew I accomplished something.
That feeling you get, though, when you hit someone well, when you knock them down, when you knock them out, it's addictive, is it not?
Definitely. It's definitely addictive. Even when I was first turned professional, I was disappointed in my first fight that went the distance, and I think a lot of a reason was I was rushing it.
You've been the most talked about talent in boxing for a good while. Why is that?
I think it's just the way I fight.
Knocking people out.
Knocking people out, and I'm in the ring, I'm passive aggressive.
That's one way to put it. I'm
a boxer puncher. I don't come at people reckless. I take my time, I break my opponent down, and I am the sweet science. That's what I do in there. I use angles, I box, I find people weaknesses and expose it and use it.
Let me go back to some of the buzz you generated. What happened with you and Adrian Broner?
Basically, we were sparring, and I hit him with a good, clean shot, and he got hurt.
They had to stop it?
Yeah.
Charles Hatley, you were still just a kid. What happened with you and him sparring?
Basically, I hit him with a good shot, and he got hurt.
He's got a hell of a chin.
Yeah, he has a great chin. Stuff like this happens in the gym all the time.
It's harder with big gloves and headgear, though.
Yeah, it's harder, but, it happens all the time in the gym.
But it was also in boxing circles where your legend was born, where people started to talk, hey, you got to see this guy, Errol Spence. He's putting guys out in training. What happened when you sparred with Floyd?
I get a call from one of his boxers asking me to come to camp because Floyd needs work. He's not getting any good work. And I was just right after a fight, so I was like, spar Floyd? Yeah, definitely I'd come out there. This is a dream to spar, somebody's caliber as Floyd, the top welterweight, the top boxer in the world. And I went out there and basically I didn't go in as a sparring partner. I went out there like he was my opponent. I had my whole career ahead of me, and I was going there to get the exact same equal work and get the experience of sparring a great like Floyd Mayweather. And
the story is you blackened his eye, true?
Oh, I never seen his eye.
But you wouldn't argue with the story?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't see his eye black at all. I didn't see it, but that's how the story goes, and that's what people say in the gym.
What did that tell you leaving there?
I sparred guys like Lamont, Adrian Bronner, Sean Porter, Floyd Mayweather, and I held my own and went tick for tack with them. So I feel like, you know, I can be where they at and I can surpass where they at because my skill level is on the same skill level as theirs and it's only getting better.
There's a time after that sparring session that Floyd or Floyd's people come to you to represent you as a promoter. And you said no. Why?
You know, Oscar De La Hoya has his own promotions. You know, Floyd Mayweather has his own promotions. You know, basically everybody's getting their own promotion. So you know, I feel like I'm getting big fights without a promoter. I'm getting paid very well, you know, without a promoter. So I feel like what I need a promoter for.
You're a student of the game. What have you seen in Kell Brook? Where is he weak?
I say his defense. You know, I think his defense is all the way there. You know, I don't think, you know, a lot of times, you know, he pulled back on shots. If you see a Triple G fight, you know, a lot of his fights, you know, he pulled back. And, you know, I don't think he's a great inside fighter either.
He says you're not experienced enough to beat him, that you've never been in a situation like that, world title fight, this kind of heat that's being generated.
I mean, that's what, you know, that's how greatness, you know, rises. You know, it's a lot of old fighters that tell the young guy, oh, you never been in this position before, you never did this before. And then, you know, they're getting beat. And then they're saying that, oh, he's a young, great fighter. This dude can really fight, he's the one. So I just got to prove it to him.
Do you think that this is the fight that announces Errol Spence, not just to the boxing world, but to the world? This is a star.
I think so. I mean, a lot of people, you know, says Kell's too big, says he's too experienced, says, why you think you can knock him out when Triple G couldn't knock him out? You know, he stopped him, but he couldn't knock him out. And, you know, it's a lot of doubts, and I'm willing to, you know, prove everybody that I am that guy.
Who is bigger, you or Kell?
I think I'm bigger than him. I'm taller than him. I mean, I think he's a guy that just eats a lot. You know, I mean, you know, he can't control himself. You know, it's not my fault he gets up to, you know, 185, 190. You know, that's a guy who has obsessive eating. And I can get up to 185.
You like breaking his chops about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can get up to 185, 190 easy. Any fighter can. I mean, if I eat all day, eat a lot, you know, drink a lot of stuff like soda and junk food and stuff.
What about Golovkin? Do you think Golovkin took something from him, especially with the shot to the orbital bone?
I don't think so. I think he had enough time off. You know, it was a hard fight, but, you know, he had a lot of time off. And
do you think that you'll take something from him?
Definitely.
What?
For starters, his IBF belt, and basically, you know, I'm gonna take his confidence from him.
How's it gonna end?
It should end by knockout. Me and Kell Brook styles, I think eventually they'll clash. If not the four for the 8th round, or probably earlier than that. You know, our styles will clash.
What fight do you most want?
I would say this fight, the Keith Thurman fight. You know, he's
Pretty tall order.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you want to be the best, you have to beat the best. I mean, you want to be known as, you know, that top guy. You have to be the top guy. You know, it's too many. Since Floyd's gone, too many top guys. You know, you had Danny Garcia, you had Keith Thurman, they fought. I feel like the best is fighting the best right now. And when I win this title, you know, the next fight for me is Keith Thurman.
How do you think that ends?
I think, you know, somebody's getting knocked out that fight.
And after Thurman?
After Thurman, Manny Pacquiao got to get that belt and become undisputed welterweight champion of the world. That's the ultimate goal.
Where does this end for you?
It don't end, because after I become undisputed, then we move up to 154 and try to become undisputed there.
What keeps you hungry enough to remain a fighter?
You know, to win, to be the best. I'm not the best yet. You know, a lot of people have high expectations of me of being the best, but I'm not. You know, it's a lot of names ahead of me. Overall,
your goal is pound for pound?
Pound for pound best. Pound for pound best overall.
That motivates you more than money?
It motivates me more than money.
More than fame?
More than fame. I don't care about the fame at all. Other than, you know, being pound for pound best.
Errol, I wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.